Yes, introduction to the lesson I want to read. The story gives an account of the storm that hit the coastal town of Arsma in Odisha, the state in the year 1999. The young boy Prashant faced the fury of storm and reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation caused by the storm inspire us to have courage and positive approach towards life. One thing I am telling you, boys and girls, if there are so many difficulties in life, and if you have positive attitude, then you will overcome those difficulties. If you have negativity in your mind, you cannot do anything. So Prashant is a boy like you. I think he's 16 years old, and he faced the fury of the storm. And after that, what he helped the people and in resettling in the village. Understand? So many things. The it has made so many children orphan, and so many people they lost their lives. So let us see what happens there. Actually, why this lesson is here, so that you can learn in these situations, what you can do, and I have seen this one on lesson and explanation. I will read on 27. Hanji bete, anybody wants to join? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Sneha, how do you know, Tanya? Okay, okay, okay. Rajiv, someone has come. Ask their roll number, please. I want to make them present. Khushi, Khushi is present, bete. We have two Khushis, they are present. Who has joined now? Please tell me the name. Khushi Bro has joined, bete. Anyone? Second one. दोनों खुशी हैं. We, we are 30. We have 39 students now. 38. बेटे, Tanish is with me. हाँ, Tanish is with me. Okay, okay, okay. So let us start. So boys and girls, lesson and explanation I will read. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters in Arsama, a small town in coastal Odisha. It was first Odisha, now it is Odisha. Understand? Some 18 kilometers from his village. To spend the day with a friend. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. One thing I'm telling you, it the the storm was at the I think it was so much furious, and uh, it has taken so many lives at that time, and heavy and insistent rain filled the darkness. Insistent means continuous rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted. Ancient trees means trees those who were very very old. One thing I am telling you, 100 years ago, and they are uprooted and crushed to the earth. Screams rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. Yes, and the angry water swirled. Yes, into his okay. Screams rent the air as people in the houses were swiftly washed away. The angry waters swirled in survived the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 kilometer hour per hour. One thing I'm telling you, the speed of the wind was 350 kilometer 1 hour. But the cold terror of the people grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their house. Yes, so many trees were uprooted and they had fallen on the roofs, roofs of the people. Understand? At some time in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. And during midnight, they are falling upon the walls and the roofs of the people's house. Menacing means dangerous and harmful. Fury means extreme strength. Insistent means unceasing, continuous. Ancient means old. Rent means filled. Swirled means moved or flowed along with whirling motion. Mortar means a mixture of lime, cement, sand, and water used to construct a building. Yes, Prashant was a native of a village in the coastal state of Odisha. On 27th October 1999, he was on visit to a friend in Ursama, which is a small town in Odisha and block headquarters in Jagatpura district. His village was at a distance of 18 kilometers from Asama. He had lost his mother 7 years ago. That day, a strong storm gathered in the evening. Furious wind, accompanied by continuous rain, lashed the place. Screams could be heard as trees got uprooted and destroyed the houses as they fell on them. The water flowed with the gush and swept away houses that came in its way. There was neck deep water in his friend's house. As his house was a pakka house, it was able to resist the strong winds which blew at the speed of 350 kilometers per hour. His friend's family was terrorized because in the middle of the night, trees had fallen on the house, damaging the roof and wall of the building. One thing I'm telling you, and it had happened in Prashant's friend's house. So, second part of the lesson, second paragraph, the crazed destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued to the next 36 hours. 36 hours surge of the ocean. It means the rising of water in the ocean continued for 36 years 36 hours. Although wind speed had reduced somewhat by the next morning to escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. And after that, because there was a lot of water and they have taken shelter on the roof of the house. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of early morning. Early morning, when he has seen the devastation caused by the speed of speed of wind, and he could not forget. Surge means gush, refuse means shelter, rot means produced as a result of something. It is written here. The storm continued for the next 1.5 days, although the wind had slowed down. And to escape the rising levels of water, Prashant, along with his friend and his family, took shelter on the roof of the house. As the day dawned, and Prashant saw the destruction caused by the super cyclone, and lot of destruction. Actually, most one thing I'm telling you, boys and girls, when you will go to Odisha, and there are mostly kacha houses. They are made up of thatch, and they cannot survive. The houses cannot remain there because the velocity of the wind was so high, 350 per kilometer. Understand? R, and it they cannot stand before the super cyclone. So that is why so many people they were left without houses. They were left without necessary things, I am telling you. A raising deadly brown sheet of water. Deadly brown sheet of water. Why brown? Because when there is water, it is brown. Understand? It is brown because there are so many um, particulars of soil also, and water covered everything as far as the eye could see. I could see only fractured cement houses stood still in a few places. Slaughtered animal carcasses and human corpses looted in every direction. One thing I am telling you, dead bodies of animals and dead bodies of human beings you can see everywhere. I have seen on television, and even the dogs were eating the dead bodies of human beings. Understand? And dogs were eating. Yes, everywhere you can see the dead bodies of human beings floated in every direction in the water. All around, even huge old trees had fallen. Huge old trees, ancient trees were uprooted. Old trees were uprooted because the velocity of the wind was so too high. And two coconut tree had fallen on the roof of the tree of their house. Yes, two coconut. One thing I'm telling you, it was blessings of God in disguise. It was blessings of God in disguise because for 2 days they have survived for eating the coconut and raw coconut. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. This was a blessing in disguise because the tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. Understand? I told you this one. It was disguised. It was a blessing of the God because two coconut tree had fallen on their house, and they have eaten for the next 2 days the raw coconut. Understand? Tender coconut. Fractured means broken. Bloated means swollen. And animal carcasses means dead bodies of animals. Blessings in disguise means an apparent misfortune that eventually had good results. Tender means soft, raw. So as far as Prashant could see, he saw a cover of muddy brown water. Muddy brown water. Why? That is why it is written here brown sheet of water. Brown sheet of water means muddy brown water because there are so many mud in the water. So that is why the color of the water is brown. There were the remains of shattered houses surrounded by the water. Dead bodies of animals and human beings floated in the water. Huge trees had fallen and were floating around. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. Initially, they thought that the trees had damaged the roof and walls of the house, but later they realized that this proved to be beneficial for them. As they were trapped in the house, they are the raw coconuts. They eat the raw coconuts from these trees and save themselves from dying due to starvation. You know very well. And for the 2 days, they could not have anything to eat. For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his family, with his friend's family, in the open of the rooftop. They froze in the cold and instant rain. The rainwater washed away Prashant's tears. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived in fury of super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? Adult means group, together in a group. Flashed through his mind means came to his mind. Bereaved means to have lost a family member or a friend to death. So they spent the next 2 days on the rooftop. Everyone was so scared that they sat together in a group. It was very cold and the continuous rain washed away Prashant's tears. He was worried about his family members. Maybe he could have lost another family member, and would be in grief over the loss of. Okay, once again, this thought buried a. Okay, I am presenting. Okay, bete, I am presenting again. Again, I am presenting. Okay, bete, no problem. Now you tell, please. My voice is clear now. Am I audible to you? Okay. May I continue the lesson? 2 days later, 2 days later, which seems to Prashant like 2 years. Why? Because when you are in grief, when you are in a sad mood, time you cannot pass. And 1 day is equal to 1 year. When you are happy and the time is passing at the speed of as you have spent 1 year is equal to 1 day. It is state of mind, boys and girls. It is called state of mind. When you are happy, everything seems to be happy. When you are in sad mood, and everything it seems to you sad. So now Prashant could spend only 2 days. It was equal to 2 years. The rain ceased means stopped, and the rain waters slowly began to recede, slowly started to go down. The level of the water started go down. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. Yes, Prashant has come to his friend 18 kilometers away from the house. So that is why he wanted to go back to see his family. To seek means try to find, and he was determined to seek out his family without further delay. He wanted to meet his family, but the situation was still dangerous. Why dangerous? Because everywhere there was water and water, neck deep water. This friend's family pleaded with Prashant to stay back a little while longer. Yes, they asked him to stay here. They insisted him to stay here because still there is a danger on the way. But Prashant knew he had to go. Recede means reduce. The rain stopped after 2 days. It seems to Prashant that the 2 days' time was as long as the duration of 2 years, I told you, because he was not able to think that his family, how was his family. This shows that it was very difficult for him to pass the time as the worry about his family's well being worried him. Yes, he was always thinking about his family. So, how his family was, he wanted to know. So, the rain had stopped and the water was receding gradually. Although it was dangerous to go out, he did not waste any more time and left to find his family. His friend's family requested Prashant to stay back, but he left. You can see Prashant is going to his home, and You can see the water level, and it is you can see he has taken a stick with him also, so that he will come to know that where there is any deep thing. He equipped himself with a long sturdy stick. Equipped with. You can see Prashant has taken one stick with him and then started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the swollen flood waters. Yes, 18 kilometers. I am telling you, 18 kilometers through the water. He has started his journey to go there. It was a journey he could never forget. Yes, he could not forget this journey throughout his life. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road. Locate the road. That is why he has taken the stick to determine whether the water was most shallow. Understand? And that is why shallow water. Understand? And at places it was base deep and progress was slow, and he was going ahead very slow because of water, and at several points he lost the road and had to swim. Yes, he has to swim, and he has lost the road also. After some distance he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. One thing I'm telling you, he met on the way two persons. He was his uncle's friend. Actually, before that he was alone. He was afraid. Yes, and after that when he met his uncle's friend, and now the fear has gone. He decided to move ahead together. Together means uncle's friend as well as Prashant. So expedition means journey. With the help of the long stick, Prashant started the 18 kilometer long journey back home. As he passed through the flood water, the journey got inscribed in his mind forever. Inscribed means something you are writing on the bench with the help of scale, with the help of something sharp. Understand? And you are inscribing. God inscribed in his mind forever. He had to use a stick to guide him and find the path where the water was slower. Some places the water was waist deep, and his pace slowed down. Pace slowed down means he was going ahead very slow. At some places he lost the track of the road and had to swim to save himself from drowning. Drowning. And after some time he was relieved as he got the company of two friends who, along with their uncle, were returning to their village. All of them proceeded together. Proceeded either means they were going ahead together. Yes. Clear to all of you? सबको समझ आ रही है भाई? No problem. No problem, Tejinder Kaur ji. Okay. As they waded through the waters, the scenes they witnessed grew more and more miraculous. And after that, they had to push away many human bodies. One thing I'm telling you, there are so many human bodies floating on the water. Men, women, children, and the carcasses of dogs, goats, cattle, and that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. In every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. Barely means where you can see. Understand? No one house was standing. Prashant now wept out loudly and long. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe. Yes, waded means swam. Macbee means horrible. Catastrophe means disaster. As the group proceeded, they got to see horrible scenes. They got to see horrible scenes. Horrible scenes means everywhere they were seeing dead bodies floating in the waters. People, animals, human bodies, everywhere, gods, dogs. They had to push dead bodies of human beings and animals which were being swept around with the current of the water. As they crossed villages, not even a single house was seen. Understand? And as Prashant's fear grew, he wept loudly. Why wept loudly? Because he was thinking that his family could not survive. Because his family could not survive. He was sure that his family members would not have survived this disaster. Understand? Would have not survived the disaster. Yes. Eventually means in the end, Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda. His heart went cold. Heart went cold means he was not able to stand where their homes once stood. There were only remnants of its roof. Only there was something standing. It shows that there was a house. Some of their belongings were caught, mingled, and twisted in the branches of trees, just visible above the dark waters. Young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. And yes, and he has seen his house. It was destructed. Understand? Remnant means small remaining quantities. When Prashant reached his village, Talikuda, he became numb. numb means numb means सुन्न हो गया बिल्कुल. दिमाग ने काम करना बंद कर दिया. On seeing the remains of his house, their belongings were scattered in the water. Something, some things hung on the branches of the trees just above the flood water. He decided to look for his family. One thing I'm telling you, he wanted to search for his family members first. Things they can make again, but family members they cannot. So that is why he decided to look for his family at the shelter set up by the Red Cross Society. Now he has decided to go to the Red Society for the people who were in problem. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. Maternal grandmother means mother's mother. Maternal grandmother means mother's mother. Just weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was a miracle. They had long given him up for dead. Yes. Why? Because they thought that Prashant is no more. He has dead. He is dead in the storm. Eyes brimming means eyes were full of tears. Eyes brimming. All the Red Cross shelter he saw his maternal grandmother. Grandmother means Nani. She appeared weak but was glad to see that Prashant was alive because they were thinking that Prashant is no more. She rushed to him with her arms open and her eyes full of tears. It was a miracle for her as the family had thought that Prashant would not have survived the storm. So this is your lesson. So I hope you enjoyed it. And anything you want to ask? Rashneet Kaur, Tejinder Kaur, Tanisha, Ayush Bhandari, Bharti Sharma. Anything you want to ask? This is very beautiful lesson, and it teaches us when we are in a problem, we must have patience. Rashneet Kaur ji, we must have patience at that time, and after that we can overcome that difficulty also. So Prashant was just like you people. Understand, he was also a 16, 17 years old boy, and through water, neck deep water, you can see he has gone to his village, and he has found his family members, and he has seen his house, the remnant of the house. So this is, I think you will learn a beautiful lesson from this beautiful lesson. Okay, weathering the storm in Arsama. Arsama is in Odisha. So I will send you. I will share in your group uh, quiz also of this lesson. Is it right? Okay. Okay, okay. Now I want to stop here because I have to take 10 o'clock, 10th class also. Thank you very much, Tejendra Gaur ji, for your listening. Our whole class, thank you very much.